Hello friends, good morning. Today we try to understand the elements of the crimes. This chapter belongs to the criminal law. The essential elements are to be satisfied to constitute any crime are the four. Number one is human being. So in any crime there must be involvement of human being. Number two is mens rea. It is the Latin word. Mens rea, as you know friends, it means mental element, guilty mind or evil intent. And number third, essential elements to constitute any crime are to be satisfied is actus reus. Actus reus means, again Latin word, it means a physical act or omission. And number fourth, last ingredient is injury. That means a physical harm to any person. So all these elements are essentials to satisfy to constitute any crime. So if one of the ingredient is missing, then there is no crime at all. So every element is important to constitute the crime. That is human being. There must be human being. There must be a mens rea, evil intent mind or guilty mind. There must be a physical act or omission, that is actus reus, and there is an injury, that is a physical harm to anybody. So these are the four essential elements are to be satisfied to constitute any crime. Yes friends, the first essential elements to constitute any crime are to be satisfied is human being. So in any crime there must be a involvement of human being. Either wrongdoers or aggrieved deceased or injured person must be a human being. So in the olden days, the killing of any animals is also crime and punishable crimes. As per the center rule under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the life, the tiger, deer, etc. forms a part and parcel of the environment. Any person who contravene or violate the provision of the act is punishable. So human being is an essential ingredient, that is wrongdoer and aggrieved person, both the person must be a human being. So if there is a animal is there, then this punishment is by the committing crime in a civil and tortious liabilities. Yes friends, the second essential ingredient to constitute any crime had to be satisfied is mens rea. As you know, mens rea is a Latin word. Mens rea means intention to do a forbidden act. Intention to do a forbidden act means a prohibited act by the authority. So mens rea means intention to do a forbidden act. Means a guilty mind, intent mind or evil mind. The term mens rea is not defined in the penal code. It is expressed in the Latin maxim actus non facit reum nisi mens sit rea as a fundamental principle for the penal liability. It means intent and the act both must be concurred to constitute the crime. In other words, if act itself no crime unless it is coupled with a evil intent. For the person to be held guilty of the crime, it is necessary that he had intention to do it. For a person to be held guilty of the theft, it should be established that he had intention to steal. So, act must be there and there must be a intent of mind, intent of the guilty mind. So it is in the Latin maxim, actus non facit reum nisi mens rea. Only act is not sufficient to constitute any crime. There must be a mens sit rea, means there must be an evil mind with the act. So friends, we now see the example of mens rea. Mens rea is the intent mind or guilty mind. So if A is intentionally killed the B with the knife or administering poison, so he is held to be guilty of a murder. and awarded a serious punishment of the death sentence under section 302 of IPC. Means if A is killing the person to B, then there is a mens rea is involved. But when no mens rea, means A commit the accident, cause the death of the 20 person and awarded punishment up to only 2 years under section 304A of IPC. Because why in the A commit accident and cause the death of 20%, still he is awarded a punishment of only 2 years, because there is a no guilty mind, no mens rea is present. But when A intentionally kill B, there is a mens rea, intent of mind, so the punishment is a serious punishment, that is death sentence under IPC 302. Friends, now coming to the third essential ingredient to constitute the crime is actus reus. This actus reus expression means a physical act which includes act, that is commission of the act or omission of the act, to constitute the crime. When intention is to do a forbidden act, the term defined under section 32 and under section 33 of Indian Penal Code. So in this we can see the renowned leading case of Om Prakash versus State of Punjab. Accused omitted food to his wife and locked him in the room. After she escaped and charged, the Supreme Court convicted the accused person attempt to murder. So this is the omission of the act example, and that is the actus reus. That means a physical act that he made the omission of the act, that by giving not food to his wife and lock her in the room. And last ingredient, that is a injury. Injury means harm to any person. These harms may be by body, by the mind, or reputation or property. So actual harm means the injury to the person, and injury may be related to body, mind, reputation and property. Injury defined under section 44 of Indian Penal Code. This act or omission by which injury is caused must be illegal. So I hope, friends, you understand that these four ingredients, essential ingredient, without which the crime cannot be constituted, that is human being, mens rea, actus reus and injury. These four essential ingredients without which we cannot constitute the crime, and one of these element is missing there, then there is no crime at all. So thank you, friends.